So Mum's just taken us down here to a banana circle that was inspired by me, but they built it all, and it was a good learning tool for everyone. We got to learn how to do a banana circle and everything, and this swale actually takes care of all the grey water. So all the grey water goes into a mulch pit, which they're growing plants on as well, which you'll see is a really good way of stacking layers of plants. And yeah, it's mainly for bananas, but yeah, there's no reason you can't grow everything else with your bananas as well. But yeah, so it takes control of all the waste water, all the grey water, and it's just a good way of reusing it.
Well, do you want to go from the entrance?
So what do we got here, Mum?
Dogbane.
It's dogbane. So that's just a ground cover herb. I don't know any other uses for it except for that it's a good ground cover. It's a living mulch.
Well, you can see it's those ones.
This one's Queensland arrowroot.
Yeah.
Here's it hasn't got any fresh nodules, but you wouldn't eat that one. It's too woody, but you can eat the fresh nodules out of it. They come up in a little bowl like that. Potato substitute. Here's the ginger. This is the ginger Mum was saying. It's hiding underneath the arrowroot. That's okay. Yeah, Mum was just pointing out the pigeon pea. It's a nitrogen fixing plant, cover crop, forage. You can feed it to things.
Another pawpaw and mother of herb, doing very nicely here. Loves that. You can use that in all your roasts and.
Yeah, so there you go. It's an ecosystem all by itself, and as you can see, there's a lot of food crop in there as well, and herbs and things for roasting. And now we'll probably just move on to the next part of the garden now, which is where the main source of the vegetables come from, but just goes to show you can grow food anywhere. So now Mum's just gonna walk us through. This is their vegetable garden, kitchen garden, whatever you sort of want to call it. This is where their main source of their food comes from in regards to vegetables and starches and salad greens and edible flowers. So we'll just do a brief overview, and basically if you want any more information, chuck it in the comments and we'll individually can go through some bits and pieces. So what have we got in this first row here, Mum? Rosemary?
Rosemary. Oregano. No, it's thyme, sorry.
Thyme? Yep.
And some lovely onions, spring onions.
So some edible flowers there, known as Brazilian spinach.
There we go.
And it just keeps growing. Loves water, loves heat. Doesn't really like frost, but it will die down and come back in the summer if the frost does kill it.
And we got coloured chard, rainbow chard, and then I've got a whole lot. Like just here, you'll see some tomatoes.
You got tomatoes. You always got tomatoes.
Yeah, and this is my rhubarb, which just went to flower, which I've never had one flower in my life. It's not coping so well here. I don't know why, just our environment's probably not the right one, but I'm still experimenting anyway, because that's what I want to do.
Too hot maybe over the last 38-degree days we've been having.
Basil is going mad, got lots of seeds that we will harvest.
What's this what's this magnificent piece of trellis we have here?
Well, to have all my tomatoes coming up and around it, and it was just to make something out of nothing. Basically.
Oh, very permaculture, Mum.
So doing a few of those. Zucchini here. He's got a little zucchini on him, just down the bottom here.
Yeah, just a little baby one.
Yeah. Lots of carrots.
That's right. It's the beauty of a kitchen garden. You can just come through and thin it out as you need a carrot.
Yeah. And then I've got a lemon, Lisbon lemon here. is the comfrey. He's doing really well. He's seeded and everything, and he's split. He's doing quite well. But made some salve out of them.
That's what a good comfrey looks like, everyone.
Well, it's very favourites. I love that spinach. It's my favourite.
New Zealand spinach. It's known as
Climbing spinach.
climbing spinach.
And it gets it all.
Malabar spinach, I think.
Yep.
Different types of lettuce all through here.
Yeah.
Strawberry. You even got some strawberries on. So a bit of fruit as well in amongst everything.
Chives. So once you've got a clump of those, you just cut it whenever you want it, and it just never ever goes, ever.
Here's a good permaculture favourite. Winged bean. So this bean is a perennial bean. Again, it doesn't like frost, but it should just keep going and keep going and keep going. You can always just save the seed, and if it ever dies out, you can do it, but it is a perennial winged bean.
Okay.
You can actually eat the flowers. They're like a little lolly. So this is Mum and Dad's food forest. So they've got one swale there, which we're standing right up against, and then a second one there, and then a third one down lower. And you know, we got a lot of room here. You could put another one right in the middle if you really want to, if you're strapped for space. You don't even have to. You can have one. It's just a good way of capturing the water that's flowing across your block. So that's the only reason things are on a mound. There's no rules. You can plant things on the other side of the mound, on the underside of the mound. Anything on the underside of the mound will usually have a lot more water as it charges the groundwater. So this was the first one that Mum and Dad did. So they just got our little tractor and pushed it up. You can build these by hand. They don't have to be this big. It's a nice chunky one. And so the idea with your swale is it's a system that looks after itself eventually once you plant it out. So you've got a lot of supporting species like your pigeon pea, chop and drop. So there's your nitrogen fixer, and it's also your mulch. And then in amongst it, you're just pretty much growing what you can grow vegetables in there. It's mainly a tree planting system, but there's no rules. It's just food.
So I've got mango.
So mango on the end, is it, Mum?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll walk over and get a proper shot. There's a nice looking mango. He's got a bit of growth on him.
Yeah.
And then all the supporting trees around it. So it's usually one fruiting plant, 5 supporting plants.
And then feed jars.
And there's a feed jar with some ginger dotted in there. That's looking good, the ginger.
Yeah, not a lot. Comfrey. That's your one.
That's another Queensland arrowroot.
Yeah.
If you don't like eating it, really good chop and drop. Animals can eat. It's a good fodder for goats and things like that.
Another mango.
Another mango.
And vegetable. Hasn't got anything on it now, so we've eaten it all.
Yeah, zucchini. So yeah, you can grow vegetables. Definitely 100%. These are food production systems. You can also grow with a swale. You can grow timber and all sorts of things. But
and there's another feed jar because they're all my favourite foods, so that's what I'm growing on here.
that's it.
Another zucchini. Another feed mango.
Mango.
There's
And so what type of mangoes are these?
they're
Are they all the
different.
same?
I've got a few different ones. So one's an early one, one's a they all coincide. I don't know. They're all different.
Okay.
Yeah. Lemon.
He's put on a lot of growth recently.
Yeah. That's that one. And I've got fig, which that's going to drop all its leaves because that's what it does coming up to the next season. I've got a little melon here. They're meant to be little wee sugar melons.
So that's a watermelon or?
No, a sugar watermelon, yeah, but
yeah,
a baby one.
yeah.
I've got just started putting in a few more veggies. My corn didn't work out, so I've just chopped and dropped that the other day.
So there you go, something that didn't work, and we've used it to mulch this area.
Yeah.
So that's a good use of something that didn't quite work exactly how planned.
Moringa tree I've just started, but I do have one up in here as well.
There's a nice looking moringa.
Yeah, it's doing well up there.
Moringa, it's a
And
superfood.
this one here is
Black mulberry.
Yep. Not too bad.
Oh, almost fell over there.
I've got another lemon here.
Yeah,
Veggies.
more veggies.
Yeah. Tamarind tree that my girlfriend gave me. Another lot of veggies coming up. And the pigeon pea.
So again, the same in this one, fruiting trees. Got the succession from annuals to perennials and all the supporting trees.
That one and that one there.
Blueberry.
Blueberries. Yeah.
Blueberry. That's
Blueberry.
a bit bigger blueberry.
Yeah.
Some more gingers.
The avocado's not doing very well. I don't know what I'm going to do about that.
Yeah, I'd have to chop him right down and anyway.
And here comes Dad.
Oh, here comes Dad from the jungle.
The jungle.
This is what do you call it? Just runs along the ground.
Sweet potato.
Sweet potato. More veggies.
Yeah, so citrus grows in our area. Gained is about 2.5 hours away. They're big, huge stone fruit and citrus growers.
That's your same thing again.
Sweet potato again. It's a good living mulch, and you just go along and just rip up a vine
And
and
you can eat
pull it.
all of that.
You can eat
The
all of it
leaves.
if you please. You can't eat the old leaves. It's a peach.
Here's some Cuban oregano. That's mulberry.
It's a white mulberry.
Native.
Yeah, native. It's a white mulberry.
Okay. There you go.
Some fruits. The
but
camera's not
something
picking it
little.
up. Yeah, there you go. The camera picks it up now. Fruits.
Didn't know they were there yet. I've got a whole crop of white sage.
What's this tree?
Tamarillos.
Tamarillo.
I've got 2 of those. They're doing really
Another
well.
one.
They won't fruit probably till next year, but
Alien plant. So down the middle, in between the two swales. So as the groundwater charges, after a swale, you have more water, and so Mum and Dad have decided to plant some more mangoes, and this will be a really good spot. You can, choose for them to grow up or shade areas depending on how big you want the tree to get. But it just goes to show you don't have to only plant things on the top of the swale, you can plant them on either side depending on the plant's water needs.
Here we have the chicken. You probably tell, you can hear the chickens. Basically we're running it along the bottom of the swale. They'll go in there and do their thing. They'll dig up the dirt, get rid of any bugs in there that we don't need. They'll fertilise as they go, and then we'll move the whole pen along and scoop out all of the nutrients that they've left behind and put them on the swales.
So that's what Dad was just talking about. That's the chicken tractor mobile type coop. It's pretty easy to move. Move the star pickets, move the tin along, and we got the chickens. Hey, tuk, tuk. Tuk, tuk, tuk.
They're all running down this end.
So we got them in there getting some ground ready as well as fertilising, and that'll pretty much just leave that section about 2 square metres worth of compost depending on how full they let it get, and then you can top dress the swales or you can plant something directly into it. And we got the last swale that they built. This is the newest one, and
Has a feature tree in it.
yeah, feature tree. You know what's in this one, Dad? Heaps and heaps of plants, but this is the newest one, so it's got all the fruit trees in it. No supporting trees yet, but that's okay. So there you go. There's an introduction to what Mum and Dad have going on, their own personal garden, their own personal fruit stash. Whatever they don't eat, gets offered to their friends, to their family, to whoever sort of wants it. And then from there, if it doesn't get eaten, there's chickens, there used to be pigs. Nothing goes to waste in this farm. So in around about a month, we'll come back and we'll revisit. We'll see how things are growing, see any changes, see what they didn't like, what they did like, all that sort of thing. Anyway, so thanks for watching. If you like this type of content, please click subscribe and please like and share our video.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching.
We'll see you next time.